Good morning. Welcome to Morning Practice with Olivia. Today is Wednesday. It is the second day, the third day of this week as we lead up to Thanksgiving tomorrow. And we've been practicing on the theme of gratitude. It's been a whirlwind of a week. I'm sure all of you are having a similar experience. Just a lot going on, even if where you are in the world, there isn't a Thanksgiving celebration. There does tend to be an uptick in the energy at the moment. And it seems that there's just a acceleration of speed of events, of things happening quickly. So again, as I was saying yesterday, if you can find any time in your day, 10 minutes, actually 5 minutes is great. If you can just sit down for 5 minutes and stare at a wall, allow yourself to focus on your breathing, go inwards, just 5 minutes where you're not doing anything and you're just sitting and resting. Once a day, twice a day, really encourage you to find that time because when we take time for ourselves, especially when everything around us is busy and lit. People are trying to get things done. People are having their lists, and you can feel that energy too. So take that space for yourself, take a container for yourself, and really give yourself time to have a moment where you're just connecting with yourself and your body and your breath. And it will help as we navigate these wonderful but very, very accelerated times. So yeah, I just think that it's such a great gratitude is always a wonderful theme, and there's always so much to be grateful for, whether or not Thanksgiving is here. So we'll continue with gratitude, pretty much 365 days of the year. But again, just all these events and people and how people help us, how people offer us opportunities and other people help us take them. Just amazing. And the way that we all weave together to do the great work that we're here to do our spiritual work, to do our work of loving each other. And that's not really work, that's just a joy. But I'm just always astounded. Spontaneous conversations you might have during your day with people you might run into, people you might have not seen for a while, or the people that you see every day, your boss, your coworkers, the person next to you on the yoga mat in yoga class, your good friends, everything we think and say and intend, it all creates this wonderful web of golden energy that we're weaving together. And so with that thought, let's come into a sort of heart meditation. So I encourage you to find a lovely seat where your spine can be straight. You can use a block to sit on, or a blanket, or a cushion or a sofa cushion, something that's going to just raise your hips above the level of your knees so your knees can drop down and your hips are above them. If it's not comfortable to sit in this way, it's totally fine to sit in a chair or sit somewhere that you just feel supported, where your back can be relatively straight and you are comfortable. So saying that, find your seat, and we will bring one hand to the heart and the other hand over top. We just feel into our heart here. And let's gently close our eyes, take a nice deep breath in, and a good deep breath out. And again, nice deep breath in, good deep breath out. And then as you're sitting here, feeling into the warmth of your palms as they overlay on top of your chest. And you can feel that heat and that energy from your palms just begin to connect to your heart just a few inches away underneath. Maybe even, well, anyway. You can maybe feel the heartbeat, and you can imagine that light within the heart reaching to extend the light, extending from your palms, and they're just connecting. And there's this beautiful circular feedback of energy between your palms and your heart, as if they were having an energy conversation. Just feel that for a moment. And then as you feel that, you can imagine that light in your heart begin to grow bigger, stronger, brighter. Ah. And just breathe into that lovely heart light that you are feeling. And you can imagine your heart light growing and growing as you're anchored here, your tailbone rooted deep into the earth, your sit bones firmly pressed into whatever you're sitting in. Your spine is straight. You're breathing normally, and your heart light, your heart energy is growing. And it is growing beyond the periphery of your heart. It is growing beyond into the outer reaches and limbs of your body, into your forearms, into your hands and fingertips, into your feet, into the tips of your toes, into your tailbone. That heart light is joining with your tailbone and going down into the earth, rooted. And then the heart light extends beyond the body into the room, and you feel the illumination around you. And the illumination just continues to grow as you sit here and breathe. Imagining your light shining out of the building you're in onto the streets outside, or the garden, or the countryside. That light just grows, and it eventually meets a light from another heart, from another human, and then perhaps another, and perhaps another. And that heart light, when they meet, they magnify, it becomes brighter, and we cover the whole planet with our beautiful heart light. And you can just imagine as you sit here feeling your heart light connecting to the heart light of other humans, how powerful we are with our love, how powerful we are with our intention, and that we can send this incredible energy to any person, any situation, any circumstance that might need a little extra energy today, that might need a little bit of help. And let's just feel into that. And we'll take a moment here as we're feeling into that to be in silence. If you have trouble sitting in silence, just continue to focus on your heart and on your breath. And we'll just take a short meditation. Breathing in and breathing out, just normally through the nose. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. You can let your eyes gently open, gaze is soft focus, just in front of you on the floor. Continue to remain in a somewhat internal state. Let your hands drop to your lap. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. As we sit here, we'll do some pranayama, which is breath work. Breath work, just a way of letting us connect with the body's nervous system when we regulate our breath. And so I think we're going to do the breathing today where we take 2 inhales in and 1 exhale out. So when you take the first inhale, you imagine yourself filling up halfway. And then when you take the second exhale, you imagine yourself filling up the whole way. And then 1 breath out. If you want this to be more vigorous, you can take it through the mouth, and I'll demonstrate. I'm going to go breathing through the nose. It's a little bit gentler. So again, I'll demonstrate. We'll do this together. Just taking 1 cleansing inhale and exhale before we begin. So take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. And then we'll begin. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale halfway up. Inhale full up. Exhale. And I'll join you. Feel free to close your eyes during this process. And really allow your exhales to fully release and fully empty out. Gently allow your breath to return to normal. Nice inhales in, deep exhales out. Nice inhale in, deep exhale out. How does your heart feel now? Do you notice a little change in the energy? Do you notice a little change in the rhythm of your heartbeat? Do you notice a little change in the body temperature? All the intentional breathing and intentional focus, how does that shift for you personally? It's really about noticing that and cultivating an awareness rather than it having to be something, whatever it is absolutely perfect. But it's really about your relationship to how you're experiencing your own body. That's what we do in yoga. It's not about the poses or getting things correct. It's about where is your relationship to your body and your breath. And how do you feel about it? Because really, we want it just to be in a good place. And that's the main goal of today's practice and any practice anywhere. Doing a doing a practice where you're in your body, connected to your breath and connected to your movement, and noticing how it makes you feel. So let's meet on the mat. We're going to begin in a cross-legged position. It's good to have blocks and blankets, the blanket for under the knees if you feel like you need support under your knees. The blocks help with, if you have tight hamstrings, it gives us opportunity for more length. I'm just going to start the music and we'll begin on the mat now. Okay. And as ever, just a couple of housekeeping notes. If there's any technical issues with the sound, any technical issues with anything at all, please do let me know separately in an email communication. As we are in a donated space, thank you, Angela. There may be a delivery, especially because it's Thanksgiving week. I have tried to mitigate anything, but obviously if it happens, and we'll just go with the flow. Okay, so let's meet on our mats. If you want to take a sip of water or a sip of tea, this is a great time to do that. We're going to begin in a cross-legged position. So again, you may want to have a block to sit on, or a blanket or a cushion. You might want to change the cross of your legs from what we did previously, because one leg might be tired of being in front and the other leg might want to go in front now. So we'll just start here. All right. And we'll just put this one to the side. Okay, but first we're just going to bring the energy in with a couple rounds of breath. So inhale, arms overhead, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, hands come to heart. I am so grateful for this body, this life. I am so grateful for all the opportunities that this body gets to experience during the day. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to come to heart. I am so grateful for my community, for my family, for my friends, for all the people who show up. And thank you everybody for your feedback. It's been amazing. I just can't tell you enough how grateful I am for your feedback. And yes, so inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart. I am so grateful for the other humans on this planet that I don't know, but still who contribute to my experience of life, who have created the systems I use, who've created the technology I use, who make my life easier. And I've never met them, but I am so grateful for their ingenuity, their creativity, their energy. We're all doing this together. We're generating life together. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, prayer to heart. I'm so grateful for this incredible planet. Oh my goodness. The food, the animals, the beautiful landscapes, the sunsets, the skies, just the wonder of it all. I'm just amazed by this planet and so grateful to have the opportunity to be here. It is a beautiful place. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart. I invite you here to think of something you're really grateful for personally. It might be your pet. It might be something someone said to you yesterday. Just tune in to your own gratitude here. And then inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, prayer to heart, and we'll take one Om to seal that out. And I encourage you to really sing out your Om as if your Om was singing out your gratitude for all that you have, all that you are, for everyone that you're grateful for everything you're grateful for. Inhale and exhale to clear out, and then inhale to Om. Hands can drop to knees, and we'll take a side stretch. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, the left hand will come down to the mat to the side, and the right arm will reach over. Your right hip is going to press into your block, into whatever you're sitting on, and the tips of your right fingers are reaching into the sky. You're really trying to feel the length of the right side body here. So imagine that line of energy reaching from your hip to the tips of your fingers. And then inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm reaches overhead. Again, feel the length of the side body as the left hip presses into your seat. The left fingertips reach into the sky, and you can just feel that side body, the line of the side body lengthening. We are on a public street, so sometimes a little bit of street noise does get picked up if you heard that. But don't worry, it's just the wonder of life passing by. We're going to meet on all fours on our mat, tabletop position. So is going to be hands and knees, shoulder width, and your knees are about hip width. Your spine is neutral, but we're going to go into a few cat-cows. It is a little chilly in here, so I'm keeping my hat and sweater on until I warm up a little bit. So to begin, inhale, you're going to arch. You're going to lift the tailbone and the heart center beams forward. You don't really want to crank your neck up. It's just really more extending that heart center, letting your belly drop, lifting the tailbone, and then exhale. Pull the belly up, let the head drop, let the tail drop. And feel the space between your shoulder blades just puff up and expand here. And then inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right leg and put it back again. So lengthen your right leg, but your toes are going to be on the mat. And we'll just do a little bit of movement here. Just waking up that right leg so that you feel a little bit of length on the leg. And then from here, you're going to spin your right heel down and flatten your foot on the floor. You're going to reach you can kick out the left leg, so that will give you a little bit more support. And we're going to open the right arm to the ceiling. And then from here, we'll take that right arm and reach it over our head. So your left hand and left knee are pressing into the earth, and you're feeling the line of energy from the edge of your right foot to the tips of your right hand. Really, again, that lovely length of the side body and the heart center facing the ceiling. And then feel free to bring that back down to the mat. Knees and hands return to where they are. This time you're going to reach your right leg out, and it's going to be off the floor. We're going to take the knee up in a 90-degree angle, as if you could press up into the ceiling. And you can stay here, or if you like, you can take your right hand, and again, you might want to kick out your left foot and just grab that right knee. Give yourself a slight opening. Again, heart center going towards the ceiling. Or just stay with your right leg extended and your hands on the floor. And we'll let that go. And then we'll do the left side. Left leg comes back. At first, just bring a little bit of motion, warming up the back of the leg. And then you're going to let that heel spin down. You're going to kick out the right lower leg for support and reach up with your left arm, pressing into the right, and then taking that right arm overhead, so you're feeling the line of energy from the edge
of your left foot to the edge of your tips of your left fingers, and you're pressing into that right hand, pressing into the right knee. Really lighting up the side body. Then we'll come back here, and you're going to extend your right leg, your left leg, into behind you in the air off the mat. You're going to bend it at a 90-degree angle, and you just push it up a little bit. Feel that movement, and you can either stay here and just feel that core work, or you can take your left hand and grab your left foot. Again, you may need your right leg for support, and just allow yourself to open, heart beaming to the ceiling or the sky. And then as we're ready, we'll just let that go. And you're here again. Let's take a cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And then we'll go back for a moment into child's pose. So knees are wide, toes are touching on the mat, and your hips just come back over your heels. Your forehead can rest, third eye on the mat. Oh, yeah. This is a great resting posture. It allows the body to just melt and rest. As we go through practice today, I encourage you to come here whenever you're feeling tired, whenever you're feeling like, I actually just want to take a moment for myself. That's yoga. That is awareness. When you listen to your awareness, you're doing yoga. So we'll come back to all fours. We'll bring our knees underneath our hips. Toes will tuck, and we'll press back to downward facing dog. And this is our first dog, so gentle, pedaling out the legs, keeping a good bend in the knees, feeling the tailbone lift, feeling our arms extend and press. And on your next inhale, bend both your knees, look to the top of the mat, and make your way to the top of the mat. You're in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This is where blocks can be very handy to help you gain the extension you might need. And exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, we'll come up with a straight spine and arms overhead. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. And again, as the thumbs touch the sternum, connect to that amazing, magnificent heart energy that is uniquely yours, and feel how it moves through you as we move through practice. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Right knee comes down. This is a great place to put a blanket under your knee if it's a little rough. And you're going to press into your low lunge. Arms come overhead. Hands can be in prayer. Hands can be apart. And you're really just looking for that length in your hip flexor as you press your feet into the earth and you reach your hands into the sky. On your next exhale, bring your hands to frame your foot. You're going to tuck your back toes, move your back knee about an inch or two backwards. And then we're just going to slowly, not perfectly straighten the front leg, kind of keep a bend in it, but we're just getting into the left hamstring a bit with a Ardha Hanuman half split. And then rebend that front leg. Press your hands in, step back to downward facing dog. Raise your right leg. Bring the right foot between the hands. Left knee comes down. And then low lunge. Feet are pressing into the earth. Arms are reaching into the sky. Really use your inhale to lengthen and exhale to deepen your expression. Again, Are you pushing your body, or are you in a place of pleasure? We'll bring our hands down to frame the front foot, tuck our toes, move the knee back 1 or 2 inches, and again, just gentle extension. Keep a soft bend in that front leg. You're really just warming it up. Ardha Hanuman, Hanuman, Hanuman. We love Hanuman. And we'll take a rebend in the front knee and press back to our downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to come forward to plank, and then we're just going to come down to the mat. And we'll place our hands in tented palms on either side of our chest. And then you're going to take an inhale and reach up, looking over the right shoulder. And exhale down. And then inhale, reach up, looking over the left shoulder. And exhale down. And then we'll take an inhale up to the center. And exhale down. Okay. Hands come under shoulders, toes tuck. You can either press up through a plank to downward facing dog, or as I'm doing, press up the knees, press up to dog. Again, just taking a moment here. Let's pedal out the legs again. Really bring some awareness to your tailbone and the line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. That's where we're really igniting our personal energy. And you can envision that as a kind of golden light from the tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Slowly waking up. Arms are straight. And then really, I encourage you, more than trying to straighten your legs, is really lifting that tailbone. So keep a good bend in the knees to get that tailbone up into the air. And you can just imagine a liquid running from the tip of your tail to the top of your head, dripping onto the mat. And then we'll just take a bend in the knees, look to the top of the mat, and make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, we're going to extend the crown of the head forward. Exhale into your forward fold. And then inhale, arms overhead, hands come to prayer. Exhale, prayer to heart. We're going to take that again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, and step the left leg back. Left knee comes down, and we'll just press up into our low lunge, reaching up, almost like you could beam your heart center up. And then we'll bring the prayer to the heart. We're going to twist to the right, hooking the left elbow on the right knee, just a gentle twist. And then hands frame the foot. You can tuck that back toe, move the knee back, and just straighten the front leg. We'll inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the leg. Last time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the leg. And you can rebend that front knee and press back to your downward facing dog. And immediately lift your left leg up. Left foot comes between the hands and right knee comes down. Untuck the back toes and come into your low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Anjaneyasana. Pressing into those feet, reaching into the sky. Where's your heart in this pose? Do you feel pleasure? If you're feeling any pain or any discomfort, let's modify the pose so that you actually are enjoying it. And then bring the prayer to the heart. We'll twist to the left. You move the whole torso to the left, hooking the right elbow on the left knee. You can use that for leverage. Hands should be above the heart. But again, you want to access the pose in a way that feels comfortable and pleasurable for you. And then hands will frame the front foot, frame the
frame the front foot. It's funny, isn't it? And tuck that back toe, move the knee back. Give yourself some length in that front leg. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold over the leg. You're going to rebend that front knee, step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment in dog just to check in, really lifting the tailbone, pressing the heels down, keeping as much of a bend in the knees as possible to really access the length in the tailbone. And again, imagining a liquid just running from the tailbone to the crown of the head, lengthening the spine as you roll the upper arms out and push into the earth. Take your shoulders out of your ears, knit the front ribs in. And then on your next inhale, bend your knees and make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, prayer to heart. Then we'll take another inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We're just going to step back to plank again. We stay in plank for a moment just to build our strength here, a little bit of core strength. Just find that space between the shoulder blades and imagine puffing that up. Press your heels back, press your hands into the earth, and just find your strength. If doing plank on your feet is too much, just be in tabletop. That's completely fine too. And we'll just take a moment here to really feel that space between the shoulder blades widen. And feel the line of energy from your ankles to the crown of your head. And then we'll put our knees down, bring our body down. And again, tented palms on either side of the chest. Inhale. Look over the right shoulder as you press into the hands, or really the fingertips. And exhale, down. Inhale, look over the left shoulder, pressing into those fingertips. And exhale, down. And then inhale, up through center. Exhale, down. Hands come underneath the shoulders, toes tuck, and we'll press back into our downward dog, immediately lifting the right leg. Right foot comes between the hand, and we'll spin up into a warrior two. So circling the arms up, and then the front leg is at a 90-degree angle, the back leg is straight. The front heel either bisects the back foot or is on the same line of the heel of the back foot. Really want to press the back edge of your foot into the mat and really have that nice straight line of energy and a nice bend in your front knee. Arms extend. If you can imagine my hands on your ribs turning you to the left, and then your arms extend out. And the only thing that's going to turn to the right is your gaze. So nothing else moves. Gaze turns to the right. We'll take a breath here. Let your arms be energized. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Bend slightly deeper into that front knee if you want to. On your next inhale, you're going to flip your front palm and then go into a reversed warrior, bringing your arm up, letting your hand drop behind your head or neck, and you can use your other arm just to guide that elbow back. Feeling again the length along the right side body here in a different way. Arms extend. Then we're going to reach forward, reach forward, reach forward, and keeping that front knee bent. And the hand, the elbow can come to the leg, or the hand can use a block here, or the hand can come to the earth. And what we're really trying to do in this pose, which is called side angle, is keep our chest open, allowing our heart center to continue to beam upwards. We want a nice straight line of energy along the side body
as your left arm reaches overhead. You really want to think about that right hip tucking under. So you're not splaying out your hips like this, but bringing that right hip underneath you and feeling the line of energy from the edge of your left foot to your left fingertips. On your next exhale, we'll frame the front foot with our hands spinning up onto the back toe and just straighten that front leg. Half pyramid, or not half pyramid, this is just a modified pyramid. So yeah, keep that back heel lifted and allow yourself, if you want, to lift the front toes and just feel into the extension of the back of your front leg. And then we're going to rebend that knee, step back to dog, come to a plank, come to the earth. This time we're just going to do a regular cobra. So keep your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, extend, exhale, press back to dog. Inhale, left leg up, left foot comes between the hands, right heel spins down, and your arms spill up for warrior two. Front leg is 90-degree bent, back leg, back foot, parallel to the back of the mat, the back of the foot pressing into the back edge of the foot, pressing into the mat. You really want your awareness right there and bending into that front knee. Again, my hands are on your ribs, turning your torso to the right. Arms reach out, extend. Shoulders are relaxed. And the only thing that turns to the left is your gaze. And we'll take a few breaths here. Warrior two, bending deeper into the front leg if you can, being aware of how your hips are in relation to your legs. This is all just cultivating awareness. That's what we do in yoga. It's not about, the poses act as the enabler for us to cultivate awareness around. On your next inhale, you're gonna flip the palm, reach up, reverse warrior, and then just let the hand drop to either the back of the head or the neck. You can use your right hand to just hold on to that elbow gently and guide yourself into a little deeper stretch. So you feel the left side body bending into that front knee, feeling the side body. Arms extend to warrior two. Legs stay where they are, and you're going to reach forward as far as you can. Elbow can come to the thigh, hand can come to a block, hand can come to the floor, and arm will reach overhead in a nice line of energy. Again, really thinking about turning that left hip, tucking it under. It's almost like you're supporting the pose by bringing it underneath you. That line of energy along the right side body, from the right edge of your foot to the right fingertips. Pressing. And the heart beaming upwards. If you find that you're sort of curling in or that your heart center is not open, take support or keep your elbow on your knee. We're going to bring that right hand down, framing the front foot as we spin up on the back ball of the foot, and then just keep that heel up on the back leg and straighten your front leg if you want to bring your toes up. Modified pyramid. Inhale, frame the foot, step back to dog. Take a nice inhale and feel free to make sound as you exhale. And feel how when you make sound as you exhale, kind of extends the length of the spine, or at least it feels like it does. So take one more inhale and exhale with sound. And you're going to inhale your right leg up, Right foot's going to come between the hands. And we're just going to spin up to a star shape. So your feet will be parallel here, and your hands are outstretched. You might even want to bring the hands overhead on an inhale and exhale to the heart. And remember your personal gratitude amongst all the things there are to be grateful for. What are you personally grateful for today? We're going to turn our toes out so that the heels are in and the toes point out diagonally. And we're going to inhale up again. And as we bring that prayer to our heart, we'll bend into the knees. And then we're going to extend our arms, and you can put your hands in any position here, but I like to have them almost like cups. This is goddess pose. And we are thanking the goddess for what we are receiving. And it's also quite a strengthening pose as well. So we'll stay in this for a few breaths. If you get tired or if it's too difficult, just come out of it into a 5-pointed star again. And then feel free to give a slight bend, arch to the spine, slight back bend. And feel the muscles in your legs building strength as you stay bent in this pose. Again, focused on the gratitude for all that you receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On your next inhale, 5-pointed star. Feet will come back to parallel. We'll take a forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. And that just means forward fold with your legs straight like this. So you can do a number of things with your hands. You can just keep them hands on the hips and forward fold. You can put your arms behind you and interlace the palms, and pressing those palms away, come down and forward fold. I would take one of those options. So either keep your hands here on your hips or press them away. So we'll inhale and give ourselves a little bit of length, and then we'll just exhale halfway down. So our spine is in parallel to the earth. Feel the crown of the head reaching forward. And then you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders, and then really allow yourself to feel the length of your spine as you are supported by your hands. Feel the straightening of the back of the legs, the lengthening. And then if you'd like to take this fold deeper and go into the full forward fold, you can do that, or just stay with your hands pressed into the earth. It's always good to stretch your legs. I had a yoga teacher who said that often, and she's so right. So just allow yourself to be in this forward fold. Wherever you are is exactly perfect. You're doing this correctly, especially if you're having fun and feeling pleasure in your body. So if you can find that place where you're having pleasure and feeling good in your body, I say that's the place that you want to be. You're going to press into your hands, come up halfway. Allow yourself a moment. Don't come up too quickly because you don't want the blood rushing in your head too fast. And then slowly, hands come to hips. And you're going to come up. And we're just going to come down to the mat. Have a seat. We'll take a little side twist. So right leg will bend. Knee pointing forward. Your right foot is going to be by your left hip. Left foot over top. Your left foot is going to be by your right knee, and your knee is right here in front of your chest. You're going to give yourself a cuddle. Self-love is good. Give yourself a cuddle right here. And then let that go. Your left arm is going to raise up into the ceiling, and the left hand will come to the base of the spine. Right arm reaches up. Feel the length of the side body for a moment, and then either take the knee or hook the elbow and twist. Try not to crank yourself in, just let yourself twist with the torso. Don't crank your neck. Just let the gaze be gentle.
Let the gaze follow the line of the spine. And inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist. And bring your gaze back to the front. Release your hands. And we'll take a counter twist to the right, pressing both palms to the right hand side of your body. And then we will take it on the other side. You can either change your legs or press into those hands, press into the feet, and draw with your hands a semicircle behind you. And then you come around to the other side. The left leg tucks under, the right knee is somehow miraculously there, and you find yourself in the correct position. Again, you want to bring that knee in and just hug in. It's a huggin'. I'm hugging in. And then let that go. Inhale. Right arm up. Right hand comes to the spine, base of the spine. It's sort of your kickstand. Left arm comes up, either taking the knee. And yeah, let's just feel that side body again. Oh, did that wake up my ribs? I think it did. Either take the knee or hook the elbow into your twist. Feeling like what's really moving here is your torso and the spine, not the head or the neck. And then the head and the neck gaze just naturally follows the shape of the spine. Inhaling and lengthening, exhaling to twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. And then again, just letting that gaze come back to the front and releasing out of that. We'll take a forward fold, so just release your legs, either into a straddle or to have them parallel in front of you. If you want support under your hips, a blanket here underneath the hip points can help you access the forward movement. You can want a block to place under your head. If you're in a parallel forward fold, it just feels like that. If we're going to do the straddle forward fold, you could have it in front of you so that as you come down, you can just rest into that and allow the weight of your body to just feel that forward fold and have your hips pressing into the floor. You want to keep a nice straight spine as you're coming down here. Really feeling the length along the back of the legs. Pressing into the hands and pressing up. And bringing in the legs. We'll take a little Baddha Konasana here. So the feet open like a book. And your hands hold your feet. Again, you want a nice straight spine, so a little support underneath the hips can be good here. Generally, like just a rolled blanket or the curve of a blanket can feel that, can help you feel that. And then as you fold your feet and open them like a book, and if your knees are uncomfortable here, blocks go well on either side of the knee, or rolled blankets or cushions. You can decide what feels right for you. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale. We'll begin to come down with a straight spine, and our elbows are almost pressing into our legs. Just feel the length of the spine and like a straight line from the tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. And then when you get to a point where you feel like I'm not going to go down with a straight spine anymore, allow yourself to just curl the head down. Curl the head down. Go inward, connect to your heart. Slowly roll up. And we come into Shavasana. So again, have a blanket if you want to cover yourself for warmth. We'll lie down on our back.
Head rests on the mat. Arms are by your side with your palms facing up. Let your legs just knock out to each side. And just relax. If you feel like your body's holding on in any way or doing anything at all, this is where you want to let go. If you're having trouble relaxing, bring your focus to your feet and let them go. Bring your focus to your knees and let them go. And just slowly let your focus move through your body and find any places of tension. And just relax, relax, relax. Ungrip anything that's gripping. Allow yourself to just melt into the mat. Gently feeling the movement of air crossing the body, deepening the breath, allowing the tips of the fingers just begin to touch again. A little bit of movement there. Tips of the toes to touch. A little movement there. If you want to take a nice full body stretch, this is a great moment to do that. Reaching from the tips of the toes, arms overhead. Oh. And then gently make your way to a fetal position on one side or another. Slowly come up to your seat. And again, sit on a block if you want to, but just find a comfortable seat. Eyes softly focus. We're closed. Bring our hands to our heart center. Again, feeling the warmth of the palms, connecting to our heartbeat, connecting to the light in our heart, connecting to the magnificent life force and energy that we are. And we'll take 3 ohms together. So inhale and then exhale, clearing breath. Ah. And then we'll inhale to Om. Om. And gently open your eyes if you want to bring a prayer to your third eye. Arms touch and
thumbs touch the third eye. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for being my teachers, all of you, every single one of you, even if I don't know you. You all contribute your unique love and energy to the experience that we're having. I couldn't do this without you. And I thank you for everything you are and everything you do. Sending lots of love to you all. Go and enjoy your beautiful day. And I wish you so well. And I'll see you here again very soon. Take care.